What if I told you that your gut feeling isn't magic, but it also isn't nonsense? You've felt it before, that sudden inner nudge, the quiet voice that says, something's off, or go for it, even when you can't explain why. No facts, no proof, just a feeling sitting in your chest like it knows something you don't. And sometimes it's right, scary right. But other times, your gut is absolutely unhinged. So what's actually going on there? Let's talk about the truth behind gut feelings, without turning this into a science lecture or a spiritual sermon. First, let's clear something up. Your gut isn't psychic. It's not reading the future, and it's definitely not connected to the universe sending you secret messages at 2 a.m. What people call a gut feeling is really your brain doing something sneaky and impressive at the same time. Your brain is a pattern machine. Every conversation you've had, every argument, every awkward silence, every time something went wrong or right, your brain stores all of that quietly in the background. And when it recognizes a familiar pattern, it fires off a feeling before your logical brain even finishes tying its shoes. That feeling shows up as intuition. So when you walk into a room and instantly feel uncomfortable, it's not random. Your brain noticed something, tone of voice, body language, timing, energy, and connected it to a past experience. You just didn't consciously catch it. It's like your brain saying, hey, last time this happened, it didn't end well. Here's a simple example. You meet someone new. They're polite, friendly, saying all the right things, but something feels off. You can't explain it. No red flags, no obvious problem. Weeks later, they lie to you or cross a boundary, and you think, I knew it. That wasn't magic. That was your brain noticing microsignals you weren't actively aware of. Now here's where things get tricky. Not every gut feeling is smart. Sometimes your gut is reacting to trauma, fear, or old emotional wounds, not reality. For example, if you've been betrayed before, your gut might scream danger anytime someone gets close, not because they're untrustworthy, but because closeness feels risky to you. That's not intuition. That's self-protection wearing intuition's outfit. Here's a light, funny example. You ever get a gut feeling that you're going to fail an exam and then you fail, and you're like, see, my gut was right? No, your gut wasn't predicting the future. It was remembering that you didn't study. Big difference. Your gut is great at recognizing patterns, but terrible at giving context. It doesn't say, hey, I'm reacting because of a past experience in 2017. It just says, nope, bad feeling, abort mission. That's why blindly trusting your gut can sometimes sabotage good opportunities. The real power comes from understanding the source of the feeling. Ask yourself, is this feeling calm and clear or loud and panicked? Does it feel grounded or rushed? Is it warning me or protecting an old wound? True intuition usually feels quiet, almost boring. It doesn't shout, it doesn't beg, it doesn't spiral. Anxiety, on the other hand, is dramatic. It brings receipts. It creates fake scenarios. It makes everything feel urgent. That's an important difference. Another truth people don't like hearing, your gut gets smarter with experience. A doctor's intuition is different from a random Google search. A seasoned driver's instincts are different from someone on their first day behind the wheel. Your gut isn't born wise, it's trained. That's why sometimes your gut feeling is spot on, and other times it's confidently wrong. And here's the biggest myth, that logic and intuition are enemies. They're not. The best decisions usually happen when your gut raises a flag and your brain checks the map. Ignore your gut completely and you miss important signals. Obey it blindly and you might run from things that could change your life for the better. So, what's the truth about gut feeling? It's not a supernatural power. It's not a guarantee, and it's definitely not always right. It's your brain's fastest shortcut, built from memory, emotion, and experience. Sometimes it saves you. Sometimes it scares you. Sometimes it just needs to be questioned. So next time your gut speaks up, don't shut it down, but don't hand it the steering wheel either. Listen, pause, ask where it's coming from. Because the real wisdom isn't in following every feeling, it's in knowing which ones deserve your trust.